Well, run a red light with a camera and you know that ticket is coming in the mail.
Yeah, proponents say those $50 fines are a good deterrent, but one 13 News Now viewer asked us to verify if these cameras are even constitutional. Some cities and Hampton roads are making green off drivers running red. Across the area, certain intersections use red light cameras to ticket drivers breaking the law.
The penalty itself is really pretty minor. I mean, it's a $50 civil penalty, and the statute expressly says that it cannot be used to increase your insurance rates or to give you DMV points.
Cities argue the cameras improve safety, but one 13 News Now viewer says his driving instructor told him these cameras are unconstitutional and the ticket doesn't have to be paid. Virginia Beach attorney Ed Booth verified that claim is false.
I understand the viewer's concern, but you have the opportunity to go to court and contest this. And so for a number of reasons, courts have found very recently in Northern Virginia even that this is not a constitutional violation.
Just last month in Fairfax, a circuit court judge issued this 24-page opinion, giving cities the green light to ticket drivers. Booth says when it comes to keeping drivers safe, these cameras come at a small price.
It may be that that red light camera will encourage safer driving at that intersection, leading to less collisions, which is a good thing. I think we all want that. And the downside, $50, probably worth it for the safety.
Police officer first reviews the video before deciding whether to issue a ticket. If you get a ticket, you can either pay it by mail or try and fight it in court. Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Newport News, Chesapeake, they all have red light cameras. We reached out to each city for a little more information about their programs. We can tell you right now, Chesapeake has cameras at 6 intersections with plans to add 3 more by the end of the year. Last year, the city issued 12,500 violations. In Norfolk, red light cameras brought in $288,000 in revenue during the last fiscal year. Is there a claim you want us to verify? Email verify@13newsnow.com or send us a message on Facebook and Twitter at 13 News Now.